Sego everybody, it's Dakota Brant from Sapling Flint, your Mohawk jewelers, and today we have a really exciting addition to our YouTube channel. So we recently had a client come to us and ask us for a very interesting commission, a replica of a 18th century trade silver brooch. Some of the exciting things for us since we developed Sapling Flint is that we love to explore our culture and heritage as artists, but also we have now the opportunity to explore how our culture has been motivated and how economy developed around this idea of trade. So prior to the 1700s, our trade relationship with Europeans was motivated by very utilitarian needs: iron, steel, pots and pans, that sort of thing, the trade of blankets and fabric, and also the trade of rifles and guns. Over time, that utilitarian trade started to include things that were works of art. We often took European designs, but we would perceive them with our North American perspective. What you see in this design is very Masonic in its origin, and so it could be flipped over one way or the another. It's supposed to represent that Masonic council symbolism. But when our Haudenosaunee people looked at this trade silver design, what they saw is the Haudenosaunee council fires. And so when we saw this Masonic council design, we actually saw within it a Haudenosaunee design as well. And so there's a lot of great examples of how European design became replaced by Haudenosaunee symbology as their designs came into our fashion fold. If you check out some of our trade silver collection online at saplingandflint.ca, you'll see some more stories of the trade silver designs that we have featured in our own collections, so you can learn some more of those great stories. So I'm just going to pass it over to Jessie, and you can check out this video of her making a replica 18th century trade silver brooch pin. So now I'm worrying about putting the brooch back on it. So we're not doing a classic brooch pin on it because this is for a customer and they're hoping to have it as use a more modern pin back that you can put on a regular shirt. So I did do some pre-polishing just to so I don't have to do a whole lot of polishing after the soldering process, and I don't have to worry so much about the stamping work that I've done. So right now I have used a set square. So this is my set square, and I used it to make a straight line with my scribe. So I've marked out with the scribe and punched in where I'm going to put the brooch pins. So this is the clasp, or the hinge, I guess, for the brooch back, and this is the clasp that's going to catch it. So I have pre-soldered hard solder on it. I had to use hard solder just because it's a clasp that's going to be used a lot, right? So you want a nice, good solder joint. So on the top here, I'm going to be using, putting the hinge side. So that's what's going to go down. I just need to set myself up for that now.